start off with the issues, and we'll start off from Ghana. And the big news has to do with Kumasi Asante Kotoko versus the Ghana Football Association. And Kotoko were not allowed to film or record their game, and that has raised a lot of concerns. Their game against 11 Wonders, it has raised a lot of concerns. GFA says that Star Times has the sole right to do the recordings, and so if for any reason any club wants footages of their games, all they can do is to go to Star Times for Star Times to furnish them with the footage. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, in a long statement yesterday to the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, said this. Filming of 2020-2021 Premier League matches. They raised a lot of concerns that I believe the FA, which the wedding and everything, I was thinking the FA would also come out with a very long statement to address it. But I'm happy with what the FA did. The FA has also come out with just some few line statements saying that, or stating that the issues they've raised are well noted. And for that matter, on Monday, we've reported that Monday the FA would be meeting club CEOs. It would be part of the issue. But let me give you a brief of it so that after Monday, any decision that will come out, we would be able to, understand proper what or how it works here in Ghana when it comes to filming of matches by clubs. They were not going live. They said they wanted to film. Remember, Asante Kotoko, they have a contract with View. View would film it so that they can use it for educational purposes. Halftime footages, when they go to the dressing room, they can show them some excerpts of their game and where they are not doing well and where they can quickly improve. Yes, so I'll take the pain to go through this, and quickly we would address. I'll leave it to you for you to also address. Then we wait for what happens on Monday. So Asante Kotoko yesterday wrote this letter to the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association and says that with reference to your letter dated November 13th, 2020, which was delivered to the Premier League, which was delivered to the Premier League clubs through plb@ghanafa.org on Monday, November 16th, 2020 at 4:08 p.m. We note quite curiously that you decided to backdate the letter to create an impression that clubs were informed of this decision before the league commenced. That is what Kumasi Asante, this is their first accusation. The letter came in, they got it on the 16th of November, but the letter was dated on the 13th, a day before the start of the Premier League. And the Kotoko is sensing something fishy there. It was a deliberate thing. The letter was not dated on that day, but it was a deliberate thing to backdate it so that it would create an impression that clubs were told of the fact that they cannot film their games prior to the start of the games. But having said this, we wish to respond to your letter as follows. I will not be able to go through everything, so I'll give you the key highlights. Say that in your letter you state that filming of matches infringes on your contractual obligation with Star Times Ghana. To this end, we wish to request a copy of the contract between the GFA and Star Times to enable us ascertain our rights and obligations and relevant breaches with regards to club filming their matches. If we do not receive a copy of the contract by Monday, 23rd of November 2020, we would not be in the position to honor any obligations towards Star Times, since we cannot honor obligations without knowing our rights. So the point one of Kumasi Asante Kotoko is that you did not allow us to film our game. Yes, we know, because you have a contract with Star Times. Now it is our obligation that we allow Star Times to cover our games. What also would be our right as clubs or as Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Let us know, so that when we are fulfilling our obligations, we know that these are also our rights. And then they also wish to posit that their decision to stop clubs from filming matches only for education purposes is, with due respect, arbitrary and against the provisions of the Ghana Premier League regulations. And they stated the regulations that clubs with a permission and application to the GFA can request to film games that they are involved in at a fee agreed on by the GFA. And the video must be used for only educational purposes. Maybe if they are doing their drawing board analysis, post-match analysis, and all of that to the players to find out where they were wrong and where they need to improve. Those are the purposes for filming your matches. If you want to even use it for commercial purposes, you must seek prior approval from the Ghana Football Association. And Kotoko said they were filming the game against 11 Wonders for education or educational purposes. That is the only thing they were looking at. And they are saying that this is in the GFA's statutes, and it is in Article 42 GFA's regulations, Article 42 subsection 5. And then they have stated it there. And they are of the view that once these regulations are used to guide and run Ghana football and the Premier League, they believe, Master Asante Kotoko believe that their contract with Star Times cannot supersede the regulations that guard the Premier League. And then also another point that came in was that they had seek approval or written permission to the GFA that they would want to film or video their games, and the fee was paid. But then on Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, the Ghana Football Association returned the sum of 1,700 Ghana cedis to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Those were the monies that were paid to the GFA to allow Kotoko to film their game. And they also say that another disturbing matter has to do with the decision to make us pay 3,500 Ghana cedis, representing the cost of floodlights charged to enable Star Times broadcast the match. So Kotoko played in the evening, and they were made to pay for the usage of the floodlights, maybe getting fuel or getting electricity to power the floodlight. Kotoko are saying that it is in the interest of Star Times and their own commercial purposes that they place the games in the evening. And for that matter, they shouldn't have been made to pay, but they paid. And they made reference to previously when Super Sports was sponsoring the Ghana Premier League, say that if they played in the evenings, Super Sports will pay for the floodlights and even compensate clubs for keeping them in the evenings. And so that is what they are looking at. And about the videos also, where the FA is saying that Kotoko should go to Star Times for the footage, they are saying that with Super Sport, right after the game at the stadium, both clubs are giving the videos before they leave, which Star Times is not doing. And so they should look at that. So these are the issues. So Kotoko is saying that should the FA continue to insist on this issue, I don't want to use the words they used, on this approach of not allowing clubs to film their games, then they would request that the FA furnish Kumasi Asante Kotoko with their bank account details so that they would refund the $5,000 out of the $15,000 that were supposed to pay to clubs, or the FA was supposed to pay to clubs as a sponsorship package from Star Times, and also instruct the FA of their decision to cease dealing with Star Times. So that is what Kotoko is saying. Remember, every club will get about $15,000. First $5,000 have already been released. Asante Kotoko saying that if this should continue, then they wouldn't want to work with Star Times again. Star Times should not cover their games again. They will return the $5,000 that has been paid to them, so that when Kotoko is playing, their game will not be filmed. So this what happened, a summary or a brief of the long letter Kumasi Asante Kotoko sent to the Ghana Football Association. And then that same day in the evening, this was what Kumasi Asante Kotoko received from the Ghana Football Association, or what the Ghana Football Association sent to Kumasi Asante Kotoko in reference to the letter they wrote. So it is with this is the letter. It is with the greatest humility that the Ghana Football Association (GFA) writes to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated today, November 19th, 2020. The subject matter of your letter is part of the key issues to be discussed at the meeting scheduled by the GFA with all the chief executive officers of the Premier League clubs on Monday, November 23, 2020 at 2 p.m. We look forward to a successful meeting. Thank you for your support as always. Yours faithfully, signed, Prosper Harrison Ado Esquire, General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. So exactly, that is it. I've given you from both sides. Let us wait on Monday, and the outcome will determine how we will discuss this issue. It's a big issue because videos are very, very, very important in this day and age of technology and social media, and then also trying to improve the game of football. And this FA has done everything so well and so perfectly in terms of videos, pictures, and getting archives and getting information. Everything is being recorded, and I believe that the FA and Kotoko would come to a very, very good consensus and agreements, not only with Kotoko but with all the other 17 Premier League clubs, including Kumasi Asante Kotoko, making it 18. And let's see how that goes. We all want the good of the game. For me, that is the most important thing. We all want the good of the game. Left to me alone. Start times, if they would want to also hold this, I believe that then they should make videos also available. Clubs everywhere, clubs even at halftime, they quickly want to do some video analysis of their first 45 minutes.